In today's video, we are switching out the Durin's Guard armor with the MITHRIL set. So let's go ahead and swing on over. We're going to come on and head over to the MITHRIL Forge so that we can go ahead and level this up. So that is going to be in Barazanbar, and it's at the MITHRIL load. So that's where we want to go. Let's swing on over to the MITHRIL load. And so with the sword, I should be spending 14 MITHRIL ingot. I already have the shield, so that's subtracting the shield. 3 sapphires, 12 fine leathers, 7 fine cloth, 3 diamonds, 4 amethyst, excuse me, 3 rubies, and then 2 ironwood. Depending on the weapon that you get, that would sort of change the factor. So let's come on over here to the armor first. So let's craft the MITHRIL helmet. There we go. It says, magnificent in design and strength, this helmet has no equal among the craft of elves, men, or dwarves. The MITHRIL armor is right here. We need sapphire, fine leather, fine cloth, and MITHRIL ingot. Let's go ahead and craft this as well. And it says, a coat of scalloped MITHRIL and fine cloth, worth the whole of a small realm. Supple and strong, nothing will skewer this armor. Here are the MITHRIL gloves, which we need amethyst, fine leather, and then 2 MITHRIL ingot. Let's craft this. And it says, using a distinct form of long-ringed mail, these full-arm gloves can turn blades away better than most shields. All right, there we go. And then we have the MITHRIL slippers as well, which I might actually not have enough for the weapon. We might have to come back here. So it says for the MITHRIL slippers, MITHRIL ingot, diamond, fine leather, fine cloth, and hard enough for battle, yet comfortable enough to pair with a nightgown. Let's craft this. All right, there we go. True silver, just got the true silver badge, which is awesome for having all of that. And then as far as the weapons, I do think we are going to have to come back. The one that I want to get is the Ruknaman. And we need 3 MITHRIL ingots. So we are going to be right back in order to go ahead and get this. Luckily, it's not that challenging to go ahead and get back to go ahead and get that ore going. Hopefully we do have the ore. If not, then I am going to have to hunt around. I don't think that there is any left down here. I do kind of wish that these veins sort of like replenished, or there were like new veins that were discoverable, because it is quite cool to be able to mine in the same area and not have to create a separate place. So that would be quite cool. Okay, so Dworodelf is where home is, and then it's Upper City, Mapstone 3 for me. So let's go on over here and see if we have any more. I'm not seeing any. And let's see if we can craft some MITHRIL, or we do not have enough MITHRIL ingot for that. And so yeah, there's just 1 MITHRIL ore. So we will be back in just a second after I go ahead and mine some. Now I do have 1 spot. I don't know if there's going to be any ore down here, but I do have 1 spot, which is in Barazanbar, and is it the MITHRIL mine shaft? Might be it. If not, it might be the Well of Shadows. All right, yeah, so here it is. We're down here. This is actually one of the bottom areas. And so let's go ahead and take a look at our map. We're right here, and let's see what we can find. I don't know if there's any more ore down here or not, but let's get our torch out so we might be able to spy some. All right, this is going to be about the end of this area, I believe. So it doesn't actually show me on the map here. All right, we have some over here. Let's go ahead and make sure we get our pickaxe out. And that is some MITHRIL. That is awesome. Okay, so we're going to be able to get enough here with the MITHRIL ore. This is supposed to be a pretty good place for diamonds as well. Yeah, there is a ton of MITHRIL left. So cool. Okay, awesome. And then it will regenerate. These small stones, of course, regenerate. So that's going to be great. Now, there is going to also be this sort of like hell beast down here that you kind of have to watch out for. I don't think that you can actually fight it. Let me know if you have fought it. I don't think that it's possible to beat it. Since we're down here, I'm not going to start to sing, but we are going to go ahead and get this. Actually, let's go ahead and sing. It's so hard to pass this up.
I beheld my cause a doom, but no, my home will greet me there.
I am so happy that we can get this mithril, guys. Okay.
Like open arms, entrusting me with jewels.
And I'm just gonna grab.
Below the mountains 3 and tall. I've forgotten.
All right, so that's 7 mithril ore right there. So we definitely have enough after this guy to go ahead and do a couple of different stones. So we'll come on over this way. Fallen dwarf. We'll get the hero's token for honoring him, and then let's go ahead and make it back, which I believe is this way. Is it this way? I think we're going the right way. All right. This should be that way. That's the way that I came down. And there we go. Cool. So yeah, having a map stone down here where you can go ahead and get the ore easily and everything is quite nice. So let's come on back here to our map stone 3, and then we'll go ahead and just very quickly, hopefully nothing's in here. All right, let's go ahead and do. Once this is over, we'll jump in. All right, so all of the mithril ingot is ready. Let's go ahead and collect this, and then we are going to head right straight back and then get our sword, and then we'll go ahead and put our gear on so that we can go ahead and check this out. Really excited to go ahead and upgrade everything to mithril. All right, and here we go. Okay. And we'll come right up here. All right, so uruk-hai is what we want with 3 mithril ingot, 2 ironwood, 1 fine leather, and 1 amethyst. Some of the other swords, or I guess weapons, are going to be Thanasbad, the 2-handed sword. I haven't played around with much other than one-handed like cleavers like this, axes, and one-handed swords. So I do want to go ahead and play around with some of these other ones. They're really, really cool, really neat. I already have the mithril shield, which is going to be tier 5. And so let's go ahead and just get to this guy though. And all right, so we have the Bane of Orcs. So let's go ahead and just switch our gear out here. There we go. And so we have our shield. Here are the mithril gloves, which is tier 6. From tier 5 to tier 6. So there we go with that. And then the mithril helmet. That's cool. And the mithril armor. Oh man, this is getting cooler and cooler. And where are the slippers? The slippers are over here. Okay. Yeah, that's a crazy cool set. Okay, and then we also have to go ahead and make sure that the uruk-hai is all ready for us. And look at this. This is absolutely cool. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. It feels like it's a fast slash. Feels like a very fast slash. That is cool. Okay, let's make our way back to our base so that we can go ahead and see what all of this looks like. But man, how cool is this? All right, and so back to Mapstone 3, confirm. And yeah, look at that. That is really, really cool. We definitely look like the Lord of Moria now, don't we? The shield is awesome. The everything about this is just so cool. So what an awesome set. Fits fantastically. So cool, so cool. So in our next video, just to let you guys know, we are going to go ahead and the Delvestone has 300 of 300 pride. I was able to get another villager as well, who just is a like run-of-the-mill, they'll do anything, which is pretty useful for right now. I think this if they're specialties, they'll probably do it a little bit better, but that's okay. And so here we have this all ready to go. I think that is going to be dependent upon us finishing this, which the Zagal of Wealth I am ready to unveil. And so in our next video, we're going to be taking a look at the Zagal of Wealth and probably also leveling up our delving, which I'm really excited for. So cannot wait. So yeah, thank you for the likes, thank you for the subs. We'll be back here with more from Durin's Folk and Return to Moria. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye, all.